great time too. Okay, we're gonna put all these legs down. I'm sorry, that's probably really annoying. Yay, see? Okay, let me fix my hair and look like I have my life together. Putting on your shoes is exercise. You know what, Jean? I took care of many of COPD patients, and I'll never forget this one lady. She just I don't remember her name, but I remember her because I spent a lot of time with her. Just because none of my coworkers wanted to deal with her, and that's the reality of healthcare. I'm sorry if it's windy, you guys. Let me know. I'll attempt to fix it. I don't have any wind blockers. So, yep. Nobody wanted to, I don't want to say deal with her, that's not nice, but nobody wanted to take care of her because they were just afraid, because she literally was on a massive amount of oxygen, and she couldn't even sit up without, she couldn't talk. And when she sat up, she just was like, she just was in this panic, and it was so scary, and all she wanted is for people to make her feel okay. So I took care of her, and they wanted to get her up and get her some exercise so she wasn't sitting in bed, and it just totally took everything. It took everything for her to just sit up and sit on the side of the bed. So it's an experience. Veggie type of soup, Amy, that sounds delicious. I'm not mad at you. You eat your soup. You eat all that soup, girl. It's been miserable in Boston, but it's raining and cooler. I miss the rain, you guys. I have not seen rain in, damn. I haven't seen rain in a long time. I don't know how to feel about that, because I really do enjoy rain. I love a nice thunderstorm, and listening to it, seeing lightning. Dancing in it. I walked a lot. Yes, you gotta keep active, but I can't. It's a lot, you know? So how many people are on here? Who else is on here? Okay, you guys, there's 14 people on here. Who has not said hi? I don't understand why people watch and then they don't say anything, unless they're like driving and they're just listening. Hi, Zoe. I hope you are well too. I am okay. I'm gonna talk in a minute, but I was gonna talk earlier, but I had to get everything together, and then I just need my friends, you guys. And I said earlier, I don't know if you guys were on, but I don't want to hear anybody's negativity or comments unsolicited. I mean, unless it's positive, you can talk to me and comfort me and be my friend. No, I don't need a mother. A lot of you guys try to, you know, you're so sweet, but I don't need mothering. That's not my personality. I'm a very strong person. You know, advice is awesome, but I don't know. I guess I just don't know how to do life sometimes. Hi, Jolie. Hi, Kyle. Kyle, right? I don't remember. Okay, so I made a video today and I didn't post it, you guys. And that's okay. Gee. So if you guys don't understand, because you're not in my shoes, but maybe you can relate. So relatability is awesome. Why is the sun shining in my face now? And now there's a group of people sitting over there. So they're literally sitting here watching me talk to my phone. And if this isn't the oddest shit, I don't know what is. Sir. Anyway, I need to move. The sun's in my face. I feel like like I'm taking the pic. They're over there with like a cooler, a blanket on the ground, and I'm sitting at a picnic table. Like, did they do that on purpose, or should I move and give them the table? But there's other tables. Never mind. Anyway. That's okay. I just get weirded out when people watch me and they don't say hi or anything. It's really creepy. It's not creepy, but I don't understand. What was I saying? Oh, so the last couple days I've been really looking into pets, and I have been torn about getting a cat. I've been torn about getting a dog. Now, you guys obviously know my circumstances being in my car. If you're ignorant and you don't understand that, then you should just leave now. What I can tell you is that I watch a lot of nomads, or people who live in their van or they live in their car, and most of them have animals. You can go educate yourself about how to take care of pets. It is literally no different than living in a home, okay? Except maybe you take your pets to the park a lot. A lot of people, and I'm being totally judgy, have pets and you leave them at home all day. So if you want to criticize me or judge me because I want to have a pet in my car because you don't understand, then just leave, because I don't need any of that. So I've been looking at the Humane Society, and there's a couple places out here, and when I was in Santa Clarita, I was like, no, I'm not, because it was like 105 degrees. Now that I'm on the coast, it's always 60 degrees here. The highest is like 70. If you're sitting in the sun, obviously it's going to be a little bit hotter. So that was one concern of mine, is like, I'm not keeping a pet in my car, if it's hot, because if I'm hot, they're going to be hot, and that's not fair. But because I'm by the beach, outdoors, it's 7 degrees here all the time. This area is perfect for that. I also have concerns about how am I going to work and keep a pet. But as most of you guys know, I've been a single mother all my life. So I always had to figure out how to do everything with a kid, a human being. Plus I had to make money and raise her. And sometimes my family would help. My friends, they were not friends. So it was pretty much me and my daughter. So if I can take care of a child for 19 years of my life, I think I can manage figuring out how to take care of a dog. I've had a dog before. I don't know, you guys. Anyway, now that I spewed all of that out, I went and saw a dog today, and her name was Harper. And I'm emotional about it because I'm afraid you know how you want something so bad? Look at this. Look at this bird comforting me. It's like, it's gonna be okay. Do you have food? You know how you want something like so bad? Hi, Karen. Her name was Harper, and she was a pit bull. So let me tell you guys the story, okay? Because we're just going to get this all out, and then maybe I'll be a different human being tomorrow. Maybe I'll think it's stupid. Maybe I'll think it's a good idea. Maybe, I don't know, my heart will still be broken. I don't know. So I've never been in this position before, obviously. Oh my God, Jolie, is my saying your name right? She was the sweetest, like she's 4.5, gray, her eyes just beautiful. I originally went to look because this is one thing I don't like about my life right now is I have no privacy. So I've been looking at online the last couple of days. I've been talking about a dog or a cat for a while now, but I've been looking online, and then there's two places here, and they're right next to each other. So I've been passing it and passing it and passing it. I'm just like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do that. You know, I kept telling myself I'm not ready. I don't know if it's a good idea. And so today I went. And the first place I went to, I walked in and I was like, I don't even know what to tell these people. Like, they really give people animals if you live in a car? Like, I get there's people in RVs and mobile homes and apartments, but I've heard so much negative feedback from either reading reviews or they just have all these restrictions. And I get why there's restrictions, because some animals need to be in a home, some animals need to be fenced because they're not good with people or other dogs, and just all of these different circumstances, you guys, which I understand that. But there are perfect dogs that like to be outside, or you guys should see all of these dogs at the beach just running off a leash, being free and happy. And you know, I see people online taking their dogs hiking and just traveling the world together. That would probably be ideal for me. So animals don't have to be behind walls sitting at your house all day because you decided to go to work for 8 hours, and that's how I feel about that. So I just feel like these places are going to judge me for that. Like, just because I don't have a house doesn't mean that this animal is not going to be taken care of. I guess that's my fear, because you read all the paperwork and it's like, what kind of house do you live in? Do you have a fence? Do you have children? Do you have other animals with you? And I get they ask all these questions because they want to they want to find a good home for these pets. I guess some places are more strict than other, and I'm gonna find out. But I walked in the first place, and this lady was so ignorant. I can't stand when people are ignorant to me, guys. I just walked in, and I know I have resting bitch face, so she probably thought I was an angry bitch. I get that a lot. But she was like, hi, can I help you with something? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, I really have never adopted before. You guys, they don't have pet stores anymore, and I've always bought animals from pet stores, so it's literally ring them up at the register, get them all of their things, and you're good. You take them home, right? They don't care what you're doing, what kind of home. Things have changed so much since I've had a pet. So she asked me what I was looking for, and I said, the only thing I said was I travel a lot and I need a pet that loves to be outdoors. That was the only thing I could process in my head. If you guys have any suggestions as to how to word it better, I'm up for that. You know, I said I want a travel buddy. I said it's just me. I said I travel around, and the pet would definitely be outdoors. And she's like, well, what are you looking for, a cat or a dog? And I said, well, if I had a cat, I'd need an outdoor cat. And I know there's outdoor cats, but I would, you know, I just saw a cat at Petco the other day and was talking to this girl, and she was talking about how her and her cat go for walks. And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. You can literally find cats that goes for a walk, you guys. Like, it's a thing. And then she's like, well, none of our cats are like, she's really snooty ass bitch. Well, none of our cats are really outdoor cats. And I'm like, lady, your place is filled with strays. Anyway, we're going to digress that. So she didn't want to give me the time of day, it seemed like. That's how she acted, or like she had something else to do. So I asked her politely if there was somebody else that I could talk to because she seemed busy. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not busy. I'm like, mm-hmm. And then she goes, excuse me, I'll be right back. I was like, okay. I'm like, this is a great time. And then I was regretting doing it. So I'm standing there and I'm just looking at all the pictures. And originally I went in there because I saw this dog, Lola, and she was a pity too. Like, she was just beautiful, gray. I guess like gray and black animals are so like nobody likes them. So there's a lot of black and gray animals at these shelters. It's really funny how that works, but black animals are the like biggest neglected animals. There were cats especially. I actually looked it up because I was curious. And then I was telling myself, well, if I'm going to go adopt a pet, I want to take like the oldest one that has been there forever. So, you know, they don't have to sit there any longer. I had a lot of mixed feelings about it, but I wanted to see this dog, Lola. So she comes back and she's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I even actually emailed them to see if I need an appointment because I didn't want to be pushed out the door. And if it was appointment based or whatever, I wanted to know because then people can actually spend time with you and they'd have time. So she was talking about Lola and she goes, oh, Lola wouldn't be a good match for you. And I'm like, okay. Can you tell me why she wouldn't be? I'm like, can you tell me why she wouldn't be? Because all of her stats online said that she was an outdoor dog, that she likes to go hiking, she likes being in cars, and that was her profile. So she's just like, well, she only like walks for a little bit and then she wants to stop. I'm like, she's 2. And when do you have time to walk her? Anyway, this lady was just not telling me things I wanted to hear, I guess. So I was just like, I'm done with you. So she walked away from me again. I wasn't being snooty to her, you guys. I'm just telling you guys because she was annoying. And she's like, oh, excuse me, I have to go. She had to do something else. She kept walking away from me. Like, if you don't have time, just tell me to come back. Don't. So she finally comes back and I said, you know what, can I just like go in there and view the animals? Because I'm kind of like I want a vibe. I think I have to move because of the music. Thank you. I'm reading your guys' comments. Any dog would be lucky to be home with you. Yeah, right? Thank you, Karen. Thanks for love you guys. So she finally comes back and then she says to me, if you go next door, you can walk outside and see all of the dogs in the yard. You can just walk by and kind of view them. I'm like, next door where? So she told me the location I need to go to. So it was like right down the road. So I got back in the car. I left that place and I was like, praise Jesus, amen. Because the vibe in that whole place and the lady, that was not for somebody to go in there to adopt a pet in that environment and people are not giving me the time of day. Like, why would you even walk in there? So I'm wondering if people experience the same thing, but that's god awful if that's the case, because then nobody's going to go want to save these animals from being in these places. It's so messed up. You'd think that these people would just be angels because they're trying to rehome these pets. But you walk in there and what an experience, we'll say that. So anyway, I go next door and I kept just walking around the parking lot, like, because I had to calm down because I was going to punch this lady in her face because she was just so rude. Like, some of these people are so rude. Like, what happened to you that you're such a bitch? I've had a lot of things happen to me and I'm still nice to people. So anyway, I got to stop talking about her. So anyway, I go next door and I was circling the parking lot, like questioning my whole life, like, why am I doing this? Just because I had a bad experience with this lady and her stupidity. So I go next door, I go inside, and there was a lady adopting a dog, and she was filling out her paperwork, and there was only one lady behind the desk, so I had to wait for a little bit, which is no big deal, because I was just looking at all the animals on the wall, the cats, the dogs, and I didn't look on their online with them, so I didn't know what they had. And she finally got done, and the lady adopted a dog, and they were so nice to her and so kind to her. Congratulations, you know, the vibe in that place was a lot better. So I was next in line, and the lady's like, how can I help you? And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, I've never done this before, but, and I haven't seen any of the pets. I wasn't looking online. I'm like, how is this whole process? Do I have to fill out an application and then come back? Do you guys let me go see the dogs now or cats now? How does this work? And she goes, yeah, just go out in the yard and go. I was like, what? I'm like, this is too easy. So I go outside. And you guys, I don't know if you've ever been to the Humane Society, but holy shit. I was terrified because some of these dogs were just total crazy, just trying to eat you alive through the fence. Just a whole hot mess. Okay, so the way they had it set up is everything's outdoors, so the dogs were outside in their own separate kennels with space. They had groups, they had them separated by groups. So I walked in the first group, and you walk up and I see this cute puppy, and this girl was visiting with this little black lab, and she was the cutest. And I was like, oh my God, but I don't want a puppy. Because we're not doing all that training and potty, we're not doing all that. No, we're not. I want a nice aged, responsible youngin'. That kind of knows his or her way around the block, and we don't have to do any training, okay? Maybe just loving and snuggles, and that's about it. But I'm not teaching. No, we're not doing any of that. And so anyway, I'm not like that, you guys. You have any animal you have to get used to each other and do the training and stuff like that. I love pets. So one thing that I told myself is if I'm going to get a pet, I want to bond with it like the first moment, you guys, because you guys, some of you guys know that my roommates, I had Figgy. So Figgy she's a stray cat. She never wanted to go by anybody in the house, but she warmed up to me. Some of you guys know Figgy. If you know Figgy, let me know. That was my roommate's cat. So I'm just totally heartbroken. I don't really think about him anymore, but we just bonded so much, and I never thought I would bond with a cat. So I told myself, if I ever get a pet or anything like that, like, you really have to vibe and bond like the first instant. That's so important to me. That's how I am with people too. I'm a good people reader and animal reader at that. So you guys, I'm just terrified, like, walking, because these dogs are just coming at these cages, and they're just barking at you, and they're just totally pissed off. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so aggressive and need to calm down. But I don't know how much visitation they get. I don't know where they come from. So I was not expecting that, because I've honestly never been to a type of place like that before. I've always been in pet stores, and usually pets in pet stores were kind of calm. We're behind a glass and just dopey kind of, and I don't know what they do to them, but whatever, we're not going to talk about that. So I'm just putzing my way along, and there's all these German Shepherds, and holy hell are they aggressive. I had a German Shepherd when I was a kid, and my German Shepherd was not aggressive, but they were just like in attack mode, barking at me, like, and then I'm walking, and then there's like the pit bull. And pit bulls have such a bad rap, but I've seen so many good ones that I'm just really hesitant when it comes to pit bulls. Like, that was not part of my plan. I was like, oh, I'm going to get a cute little small dog and, put him in a backpack and have a lap dog or something like that. So I'm walking, and there's this pit bull section. There was at least, nobody wants a pit bull because they have a bad name, but there was two, and they looked like a brother and sister because they looked so perfectly identical. And then there wasn't any paperwork for them, so I think they were new. And then it didn't say that they were adopted, but they turned around and they were just barking and running amok and just barking at me. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep scooting along. And then there was another pit bull, and they were just kind of like staring at me like, yes, can I help you? And then I kept walking. And the next stall, there was this little girl just looking up at me. And so how they had a bed in the front, in the corner, a water bowl, and then they had like this structure that came halfway down, and then there was another side, so they could be indoors and outdoors. So she was sitting on there was a wall here, and then there was like a bed on this side, and she was just kind of peeking up over, so I couldn't fully see her. I just saw these little eyeballs like, take me home, you know. So I was reading her little sheet that she had, and she's 4.5. She's neutered, she's chipped. What else did it say? Her weight, and her name was Harper. So she was just staring at me, and I was like, I was going, come here. I'm like, I see you over there. Why are you hiding from me? And then she wiggled her butt, because I talk to animals like, I'm totally stupid when I talk to my animals, you guys, like any animals or birds. I think this bird over here, there's all these birds just, there's another one, hang on. They're probably thinking I have food, but I don't. Oh, you guys can't see it, hang on. Where did it go? Do you see it? I always have bird friends. You guys have seen me in my videos talk to birds. Yes, Figgy was the black cat in my videos. And then there was Beans and George and Dodger, but I don't think I ever showed you guys Dodger, but the dogs were George and Beans, and they were, I was with them for 6 months, so, and I always took them outside, and I just loved the shit out of them, so I'm very good with animals, you guys, so if anyone ever needs a pet sitter. So anyway, she's just sitting there with her little, and I said, hi, pretty girl. And then I'm like, I see you over there. And I was like talking to her in my little stupid voice I have. And she started wiggling her butt. She was wiggling her little butt. And I said, I see you wiggling your butt. I was just talking to her all stupid. And she slowly got up and she walked towards, you can't, there is cages, and then there's a walkway for the employees or the staff to walk by, and then there's another barrier, so you can't touch them, you can't go by their cage or anything like that. We're literally just looking at each other, right? And she, she's getting up and she comes by me and she just stared at me, and she's just like, so I was talking to her for a good 15 minutes, and then to see what she would do. Meanwhile, all these dogs are just bark, 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 being aggressive, and holy hell. And she's just sitting there all chill looking at me like, yeah, I know I'm pretty, Because I was telling her she was a pretty girl. And she kept wiggling her butt, and she was the cutest freaking thing. And I just like, oh man, Mel, just leave now, because you're getting your hopes up, and what are you doing to yourself? Because I was not expecting to feel so connected to a freaking dog, you guys. I know, you guys. I know. I don't know. I love pets, and I think they're cool, but I don't know. So I kept walking, and then there was an employee or staff, and it was feeding time. So all of the dogs were going crazy because they kept opening, like there was like this aluminum like backing, so they would open it and then they would slam it. I'm like, why are you slamming every single door? They'd open it, stick the food bowl under, and slam it, open it, slam it. And all the dogs are going batshit crazy, right? They're just all going crazy because there was so much noise. It's feeding time. And then there's Harper just sitting there like living her best life, even though that's not her best life. And I'm like, she's not barking, she's not doing anything, she is so chill. So I kept walking, and then I came back to her, and there she is just sitting there. She went back under, and she went back where she was sitting before. She went back to where she was sitting before I walked up. And I said, why are you hiding from me again? And then the person opened her door and shoved her food underneath, and she just got up nonchalantly, and she just started eating her bowl, the stuff in her bowl. And she wasn't like, all these other dogs were just like, like it was gonna go away, and she's just sitting there taking her time. And I was like, this has to be a house dog. But it said she was a stray. So I'm like, there's no way that this pit bull is a stray. Like, she's so chill. She was wiggling her butt. She was so content. She wasn't like, there was just, I don't know, something was not, I don't know. There was just something that I was like, why is she so chill? So I kept walking, and I was looking at other dogs, and I went to this other section, which was farther out in the yard, and all of these dogs were going crazy. Like, they were just up on the cage barking at me, like attack mode. And I'm like, is this the crazy section? And the lady's like, yeah, these dogs have had a rough time. And I was like, oh my God. She's like, you don't want a dog from over here. She's like, I'm telling you right now. And I said, okay. She's like, but I'm going to bring this dog through. So, could you, I was kind of in the way. So she's like, can you just give me a minute? She's like, come in here. And she showed me this little area and tucked me in there. She's like, I'm walking this dog through and he's really aggressive and I don't want you to be near him. And I said, oh, okay. So I moved over to the corner in the side, and she came back and she goes, do you need any help with anything? And I said, Harper is so cute. And she goes, oh my God, she's a sweetheart. She's like, do you want to spend some time with her? And I'm like, can I? So they have these sectioned off yards where you can go visit them. And there's like a sandbox, there's a bed, there's water, and all. It's not the prettiest sight, you guys. There was, it was not fresh smelling at all. And there was only 2 staff members taking care of 40 dogs. So imagine that. So she's like, just go sit in there. She's like, sit down. She's like, let her come to you and you guys can have time together. And I'm like, really? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, she seems so chill and so calm. So I didn't know what to expect. So she brought her out. They leashed her up. They brought her out and put her in the kennel with me. And she just, took off the leash and she walked away. So she was not hesitant to leave her with me or anything like that. So I knew she was a good girl. And she walks in and she just starts sniffing everything, like everything. There's poop in there, there's pee in there. So you know how dogs are, you guys, just walking around, even when you take dogs for a walk, there's like, ooh, who is this? She's just going around sniffing everything. Like she has not been out of her kennel in forever. And I just watched her and I let her do her thing. And then she finally came up to me and she kind of sniffed me and then she wiggled her butt. And then there was this, it was like a cactus or a broccoli. And she went and grabbed it. And you guys, she'd take it and she'd just shake her head. She was doing that for 30 minutes, just sitting there, grabbing this toy, putting it down. She was so excited to be out of her kennel. And I was like, she had a personality like you guys wouldn't believe. And she was just so excited. She running around. She would not bring it back to me though. Like she kept bringing it by me and then going away. Like bringing it to me and then going away. Bringing it to me, going away. Just running around, running amok, shaking her head, just jumping off the wall. I was like, oh my God, she has so much energy. And the girl came back and she's like, she is very stressed out here. And I said, I can see she has a lot of energy. And she's like, she is so excited that somebody actually came and saw her. I said, do you mean nobody has wanted to take her or walk her or come see her? And she goes, no, she's been here since January. And I was like, why? So the lady went and grabbed more toys. She grabbed a ball and then she grabbed like a stuffed bone and then she grabbed another bone. So then Harper was just going on each one. She'd pick it up, shake it with her head, put it down. Go into this one, pick it up, shake it with her head, and she's just going crazy. And I'm just watching her like, holy shit, her energy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so in love. So she finally calmed down and she came by me. So she comes by me and hi. And she comes by me and she just looks at me and then she starts wiggling her butt. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? Because you just run a whole muck and I don't know what to do. So she laid on the ground and she started rolling on her back in the sand and she wanted me to rub her belly. So I was giving her belly rubs. She finally calmed down. I was sitting there petting her. She let me pat her face underneath her chin. She had no hesitation with any place that you touched her. I touched her everywhere because I wanted to see how she would react because I don't know where she's from. And they said she was a stray. I'm like, there's no way this dog she had to have been from a home. So, yeah, so I spent an hour and a half with her, you guys, and I didn't want to leave. And the girl was like, you really need to take her home. She's like, she's totally bonding with you. She's like, I've never seen her with anybody like that. And she's like, I'm not just saying that. She's like, I'm here all the time. She's like, I've taken her for walks. I've seen her with people. and you really need to take her. Interrupted again. Somebody literally was picking in the trash can next to me. So yeah, you guys, that's what I did. So they were closing. Hi Grace, I'm sorry I been babbling Brooke, but I just need to get this all out, and then I just need some support and love, and let me know what you guys think. I don't need any negative comments or anything like that, but I'm just really kind of afraid that they're going to tell me no because of my circumstances. Hi.
Do you mind if we use the barbecue pit?
No, do you want me to move?
Just asking.
Do you want the table?
If you don't mind.
No, that's fine. I was thinking that. I'm like, I'm sitting here by myself, and if people want to eat, no, I'm totally fine.
We're going to use those ones, but they're locked.
No worries. I'll move.
Oh, thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No, it's okay. I knew that was going to happen. Being a hoarder, taking up the whole table. Now we gotta go find a nice spot in the shade, y'all. So, what do you guys think? They closed, and the lady gave me an application. Watch these people steal the picnic since I moved. That guy just politely asked me. Hang on, you guys, I'm putting my stands. My legs. I'm putting my legs up. At least he was polite and said hi. Been like, pulled a ludicrous on me. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know if I should lie. I don't know if they care. The girl that I was talking to, because I didn't want to talk to the office reception people because I don't feel like they know shit, to be honest with you guys. The people who work hands-on with these animals are going to know their behaviors and what they like and all of that stuff. So I was really, really asking 5 million questions with this girl that worked with her. And since she's been there a long time, Harper has been there a long time, she's been there since January. And she's been fostered out a few times, but she always keeps coming back. I know that fostering is strictly that. People take them in for a little bit and then, give them back because maybe they had like an overload, which every single stall in that place was filled with animals, you guys. They're actually having a kitty event at the end of the month, and they're giving away cats for free. But I'm like, what is the... I just don't know. I don't want to be like, have a lot of feelings, and I don't want to be selfish. But at the end of the day, you guys, I really want a dog. I want to have a companion. It would be really fun for me to, have a pet, just have a buddy, go exploring together. But I don't know. And I've never been somebody to second guess myself. I'm usually just like, fuck it, let's do it. But oh, for the love of God. I'm trying to find a spot where there's not people. I think I know the perfect spot. So yeah, they took her, and then I got in the car and I started bawling. I'm aware of medical bills and vet bills. You guys don't know my financial situation. I never made it a question. And I think I said at the beginning of my live, if you guys have anything not nice to say or negative, or I'm a 41-year-old woman who has raised a child. And I don't mean to sound like a bitch, you guys, but I'm so tired of people just sucking the life out of me. That's why I turned off my comments on my videos. And now that I have them back on, and I'm over it. You guys don't think I would know the financial responsibility of a pet? Like I said, I raised a child. I'm not trying to be rude. Who is that? Grace? I signed up for WAGs, and I didn't really follow up on it because I don't have a bad background or anything like that, you guys. I don't have, my background check is not an issue or anything like that. But with WAGs, you actually have to have people who, you have to pay for a background check, and then obviously you have to find clients, and they want like referrals. They want you to have like a list of people that you have watched animals for, and I don't have that. So, I mean, I have my roommates, but they want you to have at least 3 people that you've had some experience with, so they can write a referral for you. So after this is perfect. Sit on this freaking rock in the shade. I don't think that rock is big enough for my butt. I could go sit on the lifeguard thing. I just want to say to you guys, I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. This is just a really sensitive subject for me. If you guys don't know what I've been through in my life, having a pet would change my whole freaking world because of all of the grief and the losses that I've had and the sacrifices. And I just want one good thing. So yeah. I don't think having a pet would be bad. And I'm struggling with it because I don't want to hear no. And she was so cute. So it's hard. And I've been through one thing after another, you guys. So I've been rejected over tons of bullshit. So I just finally want to fucking hear yes to something. How big is she, Jean? She's not big. She's 4, so she's already, I think as somebody who has experience with pit bulls, 4, they're pretty much done growing, right? I forget how many pounds she was. She wasn't huge, but she was, maybe there's somebody with their dog here. There's tons of people with their dog. I'll show you guys a picture of her. No, she wasn't big. She was perfect size. I'm not gonna have this big old ginormous dog in my car, you guys. Melissa, I'm sorry, honey. I was not trying to be rude with you. She was perfect. There was nothing wrong with her. She's just been there a very long time, and it's because of her breed. Everybody is scared of pit bulls. And she is the sweetest freaking thing. There's nothing wrong with her. But thank you for sharing your experience, honey. Hi, Lily. Tanya, do you ever watch any van life people or car life dwellers or people who live in RVs with pets? Yes, I'm struggling. Thank you guys for all your sweet comments. Yeah, she's been there since January, you guys, so there's nothing wrong with her. She has a little, I checked over her entire body too, because you guys, I've been in the healthcare field, so I know what to look for on humans, just I'm not a veterinarian, but I'm very observant. And I watched her for an hour and a half, and people were walking by, there was cars. I told you guys all of these detailed stories because I wanted you to know that all these, now it's probably windy as hell. Is it windy? Getting blown over here. I'm sorry, you guys. I was gonna put you down and my stand's blown over. Like, no, we're not staying right here, you crazy lady. Okay, so there's a couple over here. I'll flip my phone around and you guys can, well, no, it's a German Shepherd. It's like a mini Shepherd, and German Shepherds are huge. Can you guys see this couple behind me? They got two big dogs, so they're not, she was little, but I don't know much about pit bulls, you guys. I've had friends that had pit bulls that are girls. They were females, so I've never had an experience with male pit bulls, and I've been around female pit bulls. I owned a boxer back in the day, so I understand the separation anxiety and the neediness. So I've been around a lot of pets, you guys. I've just never owned them myself because I was always a single mom, and obviously my kid came first. Aw, Amy, you're so sweet. I do. So I'm just struggling with it today because I'm like, I'm torn because I'm like, Mel, you shouldn't have just fucked yourself like that. But I'm like, I really want to do this. And then you guys know, a couple of times you guys know that have been around with me for a while, I'll go into Petco and I'll see the kitties and it'll motivate the shit out of me. Because I've been so unmotivated, I haven't been making any money here, and I'm just kind of, I don't know. You guys, sometimes I don't know which way's up and which way's down, and that's the beauty and the not so beautiful about being in the world alone by yourself, figuring out your life. It is the most incredible thing, but sometimes it's so goddamn hard. Jean, they have dog showers out here. Did I show you guys the dog shower? Okay, so when I was at the, what beach was I at? They had a doggy shower in there. So that's definitely how I would shower her. That's one. You guys, I've already thought of everything I possibly could to make sure that I could sustain life with her. Like I said, if you guys are not aware of RV, people who live in RVs, how they take care of their pets, how they live life, how van dwellers take care of their pets, go on some channels and go watch it, and you'll be inspired and educated, to say the least. Otherwise, I'd be like, no, that's crazy. But I've seen these people do it, and they share information, and they're doing it. Some of them have done it for 4 or 5 years with their pets, and because of lack of understanding and fear, people make it this taboo thing. I know, Jean, I need some rescuing. Like, I'm not rescuing her, she's gonna rescue me. But then the lady gave me the paper, and I'm like, all I have to do is turn it in. Okay, being a total creeper. Oh, I can't zoom in. Do you see this guy and his dog? She's smaller than that dog. She's so small. She'd be like my personal. She would be my. You guys should have seen her. I wanted to take out my phone, you guys, and video record her. But I put my hand in my purse, in my phone, and I told myself, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry for swearing so much, you guys, but I swear. What the fuck are you doing? Put that damn phone dog down and enjoy this dog. So that's what I did. She was just rolling and playing with these toys, and I'm like, finally she calmed down and she was just snuggling me, and it was perfect. Oh, thank you. Grandma, honey, I need all the hugs. I'm just so tired of being rejected. I just want one thing. One thing. There's not a lot of things I want, you guys. I think you guys know how humble I am and how grateful in my spirit. I've shared a lot of myself with you guys, but if I could have one thing. I really enjoy being alone. You know, one of the things you guys know what happened in our lives is I was with my daughter every single day. So for a couple of months I had to grieve a loss, which that's what it is. I mean, she's not dead by any means or not here on earth, but when you go from having your child every single day and then I really enjoy the peace of mind not having to try to figure out how to take care of a 19-year-old. I'm not going to deny that. And life hits different when you don't have to take care of your kids anymore and their own human being, and you're like, okay, I did a damn good job. She's such a good human being, and then, you know, now what? But look at, you guys look at all these. Hold on. All they do out here in California is everyone takes their dogs to the beach and they play in the water. I can't zoom in. Renee, hello. Let me go back up to your comments, you guys, as I see these people are crazy. Well, they're not crazy. The water's probably so cold. You guys see these waves? Maybe I'll be here as long as the sun's set, but the sun's gonna set. Oh, Jean, I bet. Tanya, thank you for your encouragement, saying turn in the paper, you got this. Grandma Honey, you're so sweet. I'll take all of the hugs. Amber, I see your comment, but I mean, how do I stay in my car? I've been staying in my car, so having a dog is no different. I'm always in the car. Renee, thank you. I appreciate you. Jean, I'm not leash trained, but I've never checked you. Yeah, so there's all of my heart and my soul. I always give my all, you guys, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but I just, what do I do? And I don't want to be selfish just recently, I don't remember. I've raised a kid. Do you know how much shit happened to me raising a kid alone? If I can do that. Some of you guys don't know me like that, though. And your worries are not my worries because I'm educated. I educated myself about it. Hi, Sheila. Sheila? Oh my God, I can't even look. Is it still windy, you guys? Because I'll move. Where did I go? Oh, I went all the way up to the top of the comments. What in the hell am I doing? So yeah, that was my day. How are you guys? And then when I left there, I was like, I'm gonna call my daughter and tell her what I just did, because that's what I do. I call my daughter because I value what my daughter thinks. But then she's gonna tell me I'm stupid. Go turn in the paper. That's what my daughter would tell me. Why are you worried about it? Because we all know at the end of the day, I just have to go turn it in, and they're gonna say yes or no. And if they say yes, I figure it out. If they say no, then I'll probably be sad about it and then get motivated to find a way. And, you know, some of the people that I follow on YouTube, most of their pets were strays. They found them on their journey finding themselves, which I think is just so precious and sweet and like the best thing ever. But most of the people that I watch that are van lifers or car people, you guys, most of them started in a car and, you know, shared their journey and they got into a van. I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time, so whatever. And most of them found their pets because they were strays, or they were, you know, at some park, or, you know, vlogging their life, and they're like, oh, look at this puppy, and they kept them. Took care of them, made sure they were all of the things, and these pets have been everywhere we haven't been. So yeah. Are we windy, y'all? Did anybody answer me about the wind? Are we still here with me? Hi, Shawnee. Did I lose everybody when I was being mean? I wasn't being mean. And I'm filthy, you guys, because it's windy. Oh, poo. I'm literally, I'm blocking you guys. Do you guys remember this? I'm trying to put you up against here and block the wind, but I don't know if it's working. Why, thank you. No. Said after I'm bawling my eyes out. Thank you. Oh, there's a big boat. Should we, well, if we walk around up here, how to make it windy for you guys. Tell me. Last time when I was walking a certain way, it was very windy with you guys. Now I'm blind, but that's okay. It's better when I'm walking this way or when I'm the other way. My cat kept following me home from the park. Oh, I love that, Jean. I guess I've just been emotional too because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't feel like I'm happy here. I don't know why. I think it's maybe just the vibe and the people. I love being by the water, obviously, because it's so freaking gorgeous. But you guys, these people have attitudes out here. I didn't experience that. I know people are going to have attitudes. But I'm really not making money out here, so I'm just very discouraged and in a whole mood. And it's not going away. I figured, okay, well, I just got out here, relax. You know, everything's not going to be perfect the first instant you get somewhere. You got to explore, feel the vibe. It's gorgeous here. But the people suck. People are assholes here. Snooty, uptight, don't know how to drive, rude. It's like not just one person either. It's many encounters with people. Doesn't mean it's everybody, but I didn't experience that in Simi Valley or find a nice spot in the shade. Here's a rock. I sit on this rock. Oh, there's no wind over here. I'm more than likely going to get bugs in my butt. I don't know. I don't know where to go. It is too hot here. It's not hot here. It's not hot on the coast, but California is in a heat wave right now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to block. What is going on in my hair? I was playing with her, so I was hot and sweaty. Like, I am filthy, you guys. There was like, it was so gross in that place too. Like, there was urine everywhere and poop everywhere, and you can tell it's not clean in there at all. It's, you guys don't go to a humane society. Like, it's so sad. It's disgusting. I've never been to one. Ina, do you notice that? Like, you guys can feel my vibe. I'm like, these people are so snooty out here. I'm a very, like, free spirit. I say hello to people. There's a lot of that here. It makes me angry. Yeah, I can tell I was a lot happier. I think the happiest place, with the exception of the one Walmart, because the employees were annoying me, but people were nice. It's just too hot there. Like, it's 100. I think the temperature I saw the other day was 105 there. I would never go there. But now that I'm on the coast, like, you guys, it's so cool here. Like, it's always cool here. It's always 70 degrees, perfect, with wind. You guys can hear the wind. So I'm not, you know, you guys, on your concerns about having the pet in the car, I know I would never keep my pet in the car. I would think of a way, either a backpack or a stroller, or just do door dashing, or find another stream of income instead of, you know, you guys, I have sacrificed so much in my life that nothing is impossible to me. There is always a way. And if you keep blocking yourself or telling yourself, oh, I can't do this, because your mind goes to these, I can't do that. I can't. You're never going to do what truly, genuinely makes you happy. I used to do that to myself, and I'm not knocking anybody that does that, but that's not my mentality anymore. And I think that's because I created such an amazing human being, and my kid tortured the hell out of me, you guys. She put me through hell and back, and I survived it. Oh, look at your baby. That's a big old dog. And they're closed tomorrow, so I can't go back. So I have to like sit on it and not make any irrational decisions. But I think my struggle would be is, you know, trying to think of what my biggest struggle would be. I think some of your guys' concerns are, you know, keeping the dog in the car. I would not. I'm always outside. Her breed might be an issue. Maybe I can put her in a cute costume. Yep, dog bed in the passenger front seat. I have plenty of room in my car, you guys. They have all these harnesses and tools. I was actually looking at stuff the other day online. I just watch a bunch of people. What in the hell is she doing? There's so many dog parks out here. So much land out here. My job probably wouldn't be the easiest, but I'd figure out another stream of income. It never gets hot here, so I'm in a good spot, but I just have to go somewhere else where people aren't so rude, I guess. They have these really cool, like, travel water bowls, and what do you guys think would be easier, a cat or a dog? I asked this to myself too, because I was thinking about getting a cat, and then I went on Amazon and I was looking at one thing with cats would be the litter box. And oh my god, y'all, I love cats, but litter boxes are not my favorite. Okay, we're not gonna lie, but they have so many advanced things out now. They got pellets and travel kitty boxes. I was looking on Amazon and I was like, oh my god, they have all this stuff. But cat, I think me walking around with a cat at the beach would be very taboo. I wouldn't care, but I don't know that I could find a perfect cat that would do that. And I really want an adventure buddy, and I think a dog would be my best bet. Cats are very independent. Yeah, I don't know. But with the cat, I could put it in. They have really, really cool. If you guys ever are interested in researching it, because I have, there's a lot of people who are outdoor people. They go hiking all the time and they take their pets with them. So they literally have a line of hiking pet gear for those people. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Shawnee, you think dogs because the cat box? Yeah, but they had this portable cat box I saw on Amazon, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. It had a lid on it and everything, and it's you can change it all the time. Yeah, I was at pet when I, oh my god, that's what she was looking at. I'm over here thinking this lady's crazy because I'm like, what the hell? This boat literally just pulled up to the pier. You guys can't see it, but it's right in front of my face and like 5 million miles away on your end. But I was like, what is happening? Oh, look at this little baby. See, dogs everywhere, off the leash. They're supposed to be on leash. But he doesn't look like he's bothering everybody. That's like a fishing boat. And it rolled up on the pier and I missed it. It's okay. It was like all the way out there. I don't know if a while ago I said there's a big boat and it literally pulled up to the pier here and I didn't even notice. If you walk the cat, it will go outside. Well, the cats I've had, no, they don't. They like to sit on their keister and look at you like, no, we're not. Yeah, Shawnee, that's how I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do all that hiking. I'd have to start working out and all that stuff. I watch Nikki Deventhal. Do you guys know who Nikki Deventhal is? And I don't remember the girl's name, but I watch Brooke and Pippa. There's a channel called My Basic Journey, and I forget her name, Chantel, and her dog, Joey. Nikki has Camper, and I watch All Women. There's a guy that he just popped into my news feed. He has a cat, and he camps. So yeah, I've always had really I had a couple cats. My first cat that I had growing up was an outdoor cat, so he was never in the house. Never. We had a fenced yard. We had a German Shepherd and we had a tabby cat. And this cat, where the hell did we get this cat from? I think he was a stray. And we adopted him, and his ear was gone. Oh, look at these babies. Y'all, everyone's torturing me. Everybody's got their dogs just walking around off leashes. And I'm totally okay with that. But my cat that I had his name was Kitty, because we couldn't figure out a name for him. So we just called him Kitty. So we'd yell out the hair, here, kitty, kitty. And then that cat was always outside. And then we would let him outside all day. Nothing would happen to him. We had a big forest behind our house. Sometimes he would come home with mice for us or birds. He was the funniest cat. But we never saw him. He was just like, hey, I'm living my best life out in these woods. And that's when we lived in Illinois. And for years, I had that cat since I was a baby up until I was, I forget how old I was, but it was when my grandma passed away, because I lost my grandma and my cat at the same time, and I was devastated as a little girl. It was awful. I didn't have a buddy. And when did my grandma pass away? I can't remember. But anyway, we were going on vacation, and I think it was the first time we went on vacation, we left the cat inside, and he destroyed everything because we didn't let him outside. Like, he was pissed. So we locked him inside for a while, gave him some food, and my auntie was coming over. My mom's sister would come over and just make sure that he was okay, and gave food and water, and just, we weren't gone long. We were gone for like a week. So my auntie would come over a couple times. Cats aren't really, you guys, you can leave them for a little bit. So he was pissed that we kept him inside. So the very last time my auntie came over, he got out, and he never came back. So it's my aunt's fault. Gene, you're funny. Yeah, Melissa, I just, like I said, I tried to explain to you guys, if you don't understand, I have had so many losses, and I just want one beautiful thing to happen. I've seen a lot of beautiful places, and I'm so proud of myself, and I have courage, and I've accomplished a lot. But I guess I want this one good thing. Oh, look at this baby. Got one, like, she's got, that dog had like Siberian Husky eyes. Like one blue and one. Guys, there was this one really creepy dog at the facility. I wanted to video or tape it, but I was like, no, just be in the moment. I know, I need something. They had bunnies. I was at the pet store the other day and I was looking at bearded dragons. And I was like, well, they could sit in 5 million degrees. But I don't know I have no clue how to take care of a bearded dragon, you guys. My roommates had a bearded dragon and I fed her, what was her name? Penny. I fed her blueberries. Oh, look at these babies. He's got 2 boxers. They're the cutest. I'm sorry, I'm annoying. I don't care if I'm annoying, actually. I feel like there's never dogs around, and there's dogs everywhere today. Like, it's my sign. I just don't want to go in there and fill out this paperwork, and then they're going to ask me questions and be like, are you a cuckoo bird? Because a lot of people don't understand. They don't try to understand that anything is possible. You just have to figure out. And at the end of the day, these animals are sitting there going crazy because you guys, there was these really crazy dogs. They look like wolves, and they had them in a separate area. So I'm like, there was no information on them. And then I think to myself, well, maybe if I just go out and venture, I'll find a stray dog too. And that will be my sign. But you guys, she was the cutest. I really wanted to take out my camera and show her how sweet she was, you guys. She was on her back, like rolling, and I was giving her belly rubs, and she was playing with this toy, and she just... Hello, Kaylee. And I'm filthy because there was like pee and poop on the ground everywhere, and she was running all over the ground and then jumping at me. She wasn't aggressive, she wasn't being mean, nothing bothered her. But yeah. Hi, Iris. Yeah, Jean, I know. I just gotta go fill out the paperwork and turn it in. And I just don't know if I should be honest or lie. Like, can I have her if I do have a house? I just think that's so stupid, you guys. Do you guys know who any of those people are that I talked about? Brooke and Pippa, Nikki Deventhal, and My Basic Journey. Do you guys ever heard of any of those channels? Because those 3 women, like, they're just so inspiring to watch. Yeah, but I don't know how that works when you adopt a pet. If you have to put, like, I have my address now, but it's in South Dakota. I don't know if it's a county thing. I have to be a resident. I don't know any of that. I don't know how any of that works. So I mean, the least that's going to happen is I'll be educated about what I need. Sorry, you can't do this because you need this. And then I'll be like, oh yeah? Or I'll make it happen another way. And then my brain is telling me I have a better chance finding a stray, which is stupid because these places are full of animals. I got a goldfish. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of that. That's not my worry. My worry is they're going to tell me no because and then I'm like, I don't have to tell them nothing. I can just be like, I travel full time. What does that mean? I travel full time. What do you need to know about it? Do you not know what it means to travel full time? Like the police? I don't have to answer any of your questions. But I do want to, have the tools that I need and be educated about it. And I have to be prepared for the no. And I'm always prepared for no because I've heard no for the last year. Well, it'll be a year. Nope. Nope. No. Sorry. No. 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 So the day somebody says, yeah, I cry. Yeah, I don't know, G. I don't know. I've never. What is your. Those of you guys who have adopted at humane societies or shelters or anything, what is the process? What has your process been? I've never bought from a shelter before. I've always. It's not existent now, but I bought my pets at pet stores, and this was like how many years ago? They don't do that anymore, and the only thing they have at pet stores now is reptiles, guinea pigs, snakes, fish. I've had fish before. Really? I don't know. I don't know the process. And I have a really hard time lying. I have a really hard time lying. I don't know if I can lie with a straight face, you guys. And then I would have to come up, what's the story I would tell? Just so I can get her out of there. Yeah, I know. I just don't know if that's their mentality. That's my mentality. I mean, for Christ's sake, they're having a cat giveaway at the end of the month. They are, so I don't know. I guess I just have this fear of them telling me no. I have a shelter here in Florida. Yeah, but Iris, you have the house though. I have my address. I'll just turn in the form and leave. And then they'll call me and say, come take her. The fee is, I don't even know what the fee is, you guys. I don't even care how much the fee is. No amount. I would pay any amount any amount of money in the world just to have. She was the sweetest, you guys. I definitely tortured myself. Not tortured, but you guys know what I mean. But I was like, no, go do it. See how it feels. Because I need to get motivated to do something. I have lost my motivation. You guys have been with me, that have been with me a while, a couple times have lost my motivation. I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I need. We'll say that. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I need. There's this hole still. And I thought, oh yeah, it's almost a year and I still have this hole. But that's okay. But it's hard, you guys. Shawnee, they do, but all of the pets out here that I've noticed, because I checked in, y'all, When I was in Stevie Valley, I went to Petco with you guys. When I was in Santa Clarita, we went to Petco together. The we have not been to Petco together here, but I went the other day, and they had no animals in there. And the girl told me that, you know, you just get their address, but all of these questions online were asking all of these questions, and I guess I'm just conflicted, because I'm like, are they asking all of these questions because they want to know what is the perfect pet for you, because they know what these animals kind of do well in? How can you tell what a stray needs if you've never been with them, unless you know their behavior and you've been around animals your whole life? If an animal came from a home, that doesn't necessarily mean that they want to be in a home, you guys. Just because home with 4 walls and maybe a yard. I mean, what about apartment people in townhome? Y'all don't have yards, so you can't. I don't agree with that. I really don't. I feel like, you know, are you wrong because you live in a mobile home with a pet? Are you wrong because you have an RV and a pet? No. So it's no different. You're wrong if you throw your dog out in a cardboard box on the street, and now it's a stray and it goes to some shelter and they're scared out of their wits. Oh my God, hold on, you guys. Let me go up and read your comments. Iris, I went to a animal shelter today, and I spent an hour and a half with a pit bull. Her name is Harper. I told the whole story at the beginning of the live. Melissa. You guys, so should I have hope? Are you guys trying? I don't know. I haven't addressed. It's just, did they talk about what area you reside in? And did you have to have papers or register them? Or, I mean, I don't know. I literally, when I bought my pets, I literally got them from the pet store, and that was it. And then I think the most I did, obviously you took them to the vet to make sure that they were okay, and then I got them chipped. And, you know, all their shots and stuff. Usually usually pet stores kept them all updated. So, I hope the process is that simple. I mean, the girl seemed like she was kind of kissing. She was the sweetest girl, you guys. Like, she would not leave me and Harper alone, because she's like, oh, look at you two. And I was like, stop it. But she kept telling me, you need her and she needs you. And I'm like, stop it. But she was, I think she was being I don't think she would try to bullshit me. And all the other pit bulls there that you guys were just barking at me and aggressive. So she was just sitting here like, I love you, take me home. And I was like, okay. I wasn't even going there for her. I was going for another pit bull at the other place, and her name was Lola. And then I just, had that bad experience. And even though she was such a witch, sometimes things happen because I needed to find her. Maybe I don't need Lola. Maybe I need a Harper, okay? So I'm not trying to make the whole thing like terrible, you guys. Everything happens for a stinking reason. Yeah, Melissa, I feel like that's how. I was like, oh my God, there's like puppies there. Usually you can't get a puppy. They're not all, Jean, they're not on yet. It's only 7 here. My Californians come on at 9. They don't have Petco's animals in my Petco in my city, but they have no kill shelters. Come my animals that need a home. Oops. Let me see if you guys are charging. You are good. Can we pause for a minute? Because I just got a notification because I got paid. If you guys are a Walmart Spark driver, they finally got their lives together, and if you guys are a driver, they upped the mileage, so they're paying everybody out on Walmart Spark. I think I've talked about that a couple times, and I was like, the next joint that needs to get their lives together is Amazon Flex, because they're not paying 34 cents a mile. Is it 34 cents? So I just got paid out from Walmart. So you guys should get paid out too if you're a Walmart driver, and they're going back to 2023 when the law changed about the miles, upping the mile cost, and then you're gonna get paid out, if you guys didn't already know that. Yeah, I have my ID, which is from Wisconsin, and my address is in South Dakota. So that's a little bit weird. But I could totally I told them I was a full tribe traveler. What else? They don't need to know anything else. You shouldn't have to tell me what a dog needs. I mean, I don't mean to sound ignorant like that, you guys, but it shouldn't be based on that. I am a responsible person. I'm gonna love the shit out of this dog, and if I get it, you guys will see that, and it's gonna have the best fucking life ever. They asked for a vet address and a phone number. Well, I don't have one yet. Yeah, I can take her for a checkup. Okay, so look up a vet before. Yeah, I was listening to the girl when I was dealing with the sassy girl at the first place. I was listening because I was sitting there waiting 3 times. I was being nosy and kind of seeing what the other people were doing with the other people that were in there, and then the one girl was talking to the girl about pet insurance and that kind of stuff. The girl's wearing like a tan nude bathing suit. She looks like she was naked. I'm like, she has a swimsuit on. Her swimsuit is the exact same color as her skin, so I'm like, oh my gosh, she naked. I mean, do they have nude beaches in California? It doesn't say no nudity allowed. I mean, I see cheeks, booty cheeks, everybody's. There's a doggy. Whose dog is that? Oh, it's her dog. They have to give you a vet referral. It's Harper. 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 Not harbor. Like, not a harbor pier. Harper. Like. Well, her doggy's name is Ziggy. And she responds to her name, you guys. And she sits. So I was like, sit. And she sat. And then she'd fetch the toy, but she don't bring it back to you. She likes to keep it. And then she'll look at you like, come get it. So she had to been in a house or with humans. She was not a stray. There's no way. Yeah, I'll be like, she saw me. I'm not trying to breed her or make her some rambunctious. I don't know what people do with pit bulls that is 50 shades of effed up. Hi, Karen. Melissa, I'm reading your comments, you guys. I don't know how far back I am, but Melissa, you said when you go back, have the same girl help you. She was just the person feeding them. She wasn't like... She brought her to me. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi. Okay, you guys. Yeah, little doggy. See, she just came up lipstick me and gave me a kiss. I can't, you guys. They're all being tortured over here. Yesterday, did I post the video? No, I did not post a video today. It's up on YouTube, but I didn't post it. I'll post it tomorrow. But yesterday I dropped off at a lady's. I did Amazon Flex yesterday, and I dropped off at a lady. And this girl opened the door, and then there was her dog, and her dog jumped on me and was licking the shit out of me and just being like, hi, hi, hi. And I was like, I'm gonna steal her. I'm gonna steal your dog. I'm gonna take her home with me. Karen, we're almost 2 hours in this live. I talked about my day today. Long story short, I went to the Humane Society today to torture myself, honestly. And I am on here sharing my feelings about it because I'm torn. I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I feel like it's the right thing to do. Obviously, I have common sense. And you guys know I'm capable and responsible. But I told the whole story. I don't know if I should tell it again, but I walked in the Humane Society, had a bad experience, and then I walked into this facility next door. I don't know which, they were just connected. There was two things connected, and the first one I had a terrible experience. This lady was a total witch. I told her that I have an outdoor lifestyle, that I travel a lot, so I would like a pet that would like that interaction. Because I don't know how to put it besides, hi, my name is Mel and I live in a car. I don't think they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. And I don't really want to say that because that's not what this is. I'm capable, I'm responsible, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I have to stop telling myself or listening to people telling me that it's not a good idea. But that's instilled in my brain. So the first joint I went into, I had a bad experience, and the lady was a total witch, and she's like, we don't have anything like that for you here. There was a dog, Lola, that I was interested in, and that will be in my next video. I showed a picture of her, but I didn't see her today. Instead, since the lady was a witch, I was pissed off at her, and I just left and asked if there was somebody else I could talk to, and she told me to go down the street, because those dogs I could view in kennels outside. Because it's nice here and it's not 5 million degrees. They have all of the dogs outside at their facility, and some of it's covered and tarped, and they have like indoor outdoor access, a huge ginormous facility. So I walked past a couple dogs that were just really aggressive and barky, and then I found Harper. Harper was sitting there looking at me, and I kept walking. I went back to her. Long story short, one of the gals, as I was walking around, she told me kind of to move to the side because she was walking an aggressive dog past me to put him away. And then she asked me if I was interested in any of the dogs. And I said, I don't really know. I said, but I can't get over how cute Harper is. And she goes, oh my God, she's such a sweetheart. She's like, do you want to meet with her? And I was like, can I? So I did. And I sat there for an hour and a half with her. But that's all I'm going to reshare about that. If you guys want, you can go back. And the first 15 minutes of this video is me not having my life together. I was messing around with the stand, sitting somewhere else. It was boring. But into the video, I talked about what she was doing and our experience. And yeah. They do have nude beaches, Angela. Why? I don't know if I could take anybody seriously at a nude beach with all of your bits hanging out. Just play dumb and ask for a vet referral. Thank you, Melissa. Maybe. Did we disconnect there for a second? Sorry, you guys. I don't remember the girl's name. I know what she looks like. She just kept saying to me, I can't believe how she's interacting with you. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of a pet I'm kind of a pet whisperer. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. Everybody's animals I've been around with are just freaks of nature when they're around me. And I'm not just saying that because I'm my own best hype girl. I don't even believe it's a thing. But Figgy, this dog that just came up to me, everybody's freaking dogs. It's so annoying. I've said it before, my friends' pets. Figgy at my roommate's house, you guys, literally hid under a bed his whole life with them. And he never wanted to come out. And I show up there and he's my best buddy. You guys saw me with him. Talking to me, loving on me. I'm a freaking pet whisperer. I mean, I don't want any aggressive dog. No, we don't. I know they do. This state is, I'll give California some props. Not only do we have some beautiful scenery and trees that are special, but they have a lot of pet friendly.
I want a happy dog in the car.
Okay, so this dog over here is the exact same size as Harper, but I don't want to video record these people because they have a kid. Let me show you guys. I'm being a total creeper. Look at the ocean. Oh, he went down. Maybe they'll walk by me and then I'll show you guys. But that, I was really tempted to video record her today, guys. And I don't feel like she's going anywhere, so I don't have this fear of missing out thing. If it was meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. And I know that. If me of all people knows that, you guys, I've been through a year of my butt and this rock are not being friends anymore. I don't want to make my butt fall asleep, y'all. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys that have adopted. What kind of things? And I literally, I sit here and I think about, what would I do? And I know some of you guys have asked what would I do for work? There's so many remote jobs. And to be honest with you guys, I've done a lot of things because I'm soul searching, okay? Like I don't know what I'm doing. And when I say that, I say that with, not because I'm stupid or anything like that. I don't know where I'm supposed to be in the world. And if you've ever felt like that, it feels different when you're in a home and you feel like that. Like when I was in a home, I was like, well, I'm in a home with my kid. This is great. Out here in the world, in the unknown, it's a little different. So I don't know if I'm lost. I don't know some days if I know where I'm going, and that's, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It's hard to explain. I thankfully have found other YouTubers that I've seen and they shared that they experienced the same things. But I think like a dog, you guys, will get me motivated to be more active. I'll have a buddy and a companionship. I get lonely sometimes. But, I'd be doing so many things with, maybe outside all the time. I'd be more willing to do things, I think. I feel like I'm stuck again. This is bullshit where I keep feeling stuck, y'all. And it's so weird because I'm like, stuck? I got the whole world to do whatever the hell I want with. So it probably doesn't make any sense to you guys because you're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course I have an air conditioner. You guys, I'm on the coast. It's 70 degrees here. I wouldn't leave the coast. I wouldn't purposely put a dog or a cat or myself. I left Santa Clarita because it was too hot for me and my hot flashes, y'all. No, we're not. We are not. So why would you guys think that I would ever leave my dog in the car? I have the space. It's not ideal for you guys because most of you guys you're in your homes and you have your pets at home, but please consider RV, mobile homes, all of the things. It's the same frickin' thing. Thanks, Jamil. How you know a pet can tell you anything and they don't talk back? Well, I was telling all of you guys that were on earlier how I was talking to her. When I saw Harper, you guys, I was talking to her, and when I first talked to her, she wiggled her butt at me. It's like, oh, okay. But you guys, I used to talk to Figgy all the time. I don't know if I actually shared that nerdy side of me with you guys yet, because it might be really annoying or like way too freaking cute, but my roommates thought it was annoying. I don't really care what they think, but I was like, hello. Like the bird, you guys have seen me with birds. Hey, gorgeous. Like that's how. Let me go up. I feel like my reception is being goofy because it just dropped me a bunch of comments. But Jean, your comment was you could do spark delivery and just leave the AC on. I tried to rationalize with myself about Instacart. And let me share with you guys, and you guys can tell me, but please be respectful when you comment. Because this is a very sensitive thing for me. I've thought about all the things, you guys. My mind works a mile a minute. And I was like, okay, how would I work? DoorDash is really easy because you just get in the car, grab the food, come back, and you're done. That's not an issue. If I get out of California, I can do Uber. I can't do Uber in California. I have not signed up for Grubhub, but I'm pretty sure they require a California residency. If I have to get a California residency, I will do that. I don't know how I would do that because I don't have a California address, which is why I got South Dakota. I can go off on a whole tangent. I'm going to stop myself because I just now freaking forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Instacart, if I take small orders that don't take, you guys, if I do Instacart orders, it usually happens like that. I think a concern of mine would be if I was dropping off an Instacart order and a customer came outside and they had an issue with my dog in the car. And I don't know if that's appropriate on the app if they allow pets in your car while you're doing deliveries. But I don't think they discriminate because of people with service dogs. Did you guys see that dog? I'm like, how did I get so close? It's because I'm leaning in because my butt hurts. I think I need to pick I showed you guys that dog because that's the size of, I keep saying Lola because I want to go see Lola, but Harper was her name. But that was the size of Harper, but that dog looks a little bit bigger than her. But she's got short, kind of like little stumpy legs, and she's a gray pit bull. She's beautiful. I'll show you guys a picture. I'll put a picture of her on the community post so you guys can see. And then if it wasn't just meant to be, it was just a day that I did something hard. Another day that I did something hard and it didn't work out, you guys. And I just... Life is a gig. Hi, Mel. I also believe in you. A pet is very important to us as loving humans. I do have a question. Can you do delivery work with your pet in the car? That's so funny that I was just talking about that and then I read your comment. My Walmart said something just to see dog hair. So Harper, she's pit bull, so I don't want to say she's hairless, but she doesn't have a lot of hair. Like, I was petting the crap out of her and she was all over me and there's no hair on me. So I don't see that being a problem. And plus some of you guys know this because you've been with me for a very long time, and it's not been a very long time because I don't think I've had my channel for a year now, but I am OCD AF. So I am constantly cleaning because I don't have a home to clean. So my car is clean, I'm vacuuming, and I'm a neat freak. So I can't stand hair. Like, my hair falls out. If something's, you guys should see the sand in my car right now, or the sand I'm going to have, and it's going. So, and I have a lint roller, and I'm really very clean, you guys. I was actually going to do a car cleaning video with you guys recently, and then give you guys an updated car tour of my car so you can understand. I made my video yesterday so you guys could walk a mile in my shoes and kind of get inside my head and my life. And we were talking about hygiene in yesterday's video. So it wasn't to say that I was dirty. It was to educate people. Maybe somebody's in a hardship just like I was and made the best of it. Maybe some of you guys are on the verge of going homeless, and maybe you guys want to take a 2-week trip and you want to try out living in your car because others of you guys it's not for. I don't know, but I'm showing you guys, I'm letting you into my life. Okay, that's what it is. I'm letting you into my life so you can understand what it is like. Not to judge, criticize, tell me what to do. If you have questions and are curious, ask me, but people just need to be respectful and polite. Like, any of you guys could lose everything you fucking have tomorrow, and you're gonna praise God that you are in my life because you know somebody that it happened to. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I didn't ask for shit. This happened to me and I made the best of it, and I took it with grace and dignity and courage. It could be worse, absolutely. I stay humble and grateful. Yeah, life's a gig. I don't know. Some people smoke in their cars while they're doing apps. I feel like some of the associates wouldn't care. I think my biggest thing would be what customers would think if I roll up with the dog and they get all salty about it if they report me. But I guess I would have to look up the policy on all of the apps with the dog in the car, but I think there's so much discrepancy behind it because honestly, you can't tell people you can't have a dog somewhere because of, if you had a service dog or something of that sort. I think that's what you call. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to definitely look into it. But I think people smoking in their car is worse than having dog hair. Oh, look at this baby. You guys. Every time I come to the beach, there's not been this many dogs here. You guys remember that poodle that was running around at the pier that was jumping in the water? Jean, I've been without a pet for a very long time, so I just want one. If anything ever happened and if anything ever happened and your car broke down, there are doggy daycares and such, like if you ever need to find a place for them to stay. Yeah, I didn't think about that because that's my biggest thing is what would I do if I didn't have my car? And that's the shitty part of it. The shitty side that I don't ever think about. It's like this elephant in the room, but I'd figure it out. You guys, I've had a lot of things happen to me and I'm just like, well, this is just freaking happen. Now what? Melissa, it sounds like your soul is speaking through your tears and your tears to you to help make your decision. It's so hard. I know. I don't want to make a decision based on myself being selfish about it. I don't feel like I'm being selfish about it. I think I'm not doing it to try to. I need something to enhance my life, you guys. I don't know how another way to put it. Jean, I'm not saying leave the dog in the car for long periods of time. Running up on a porch and dropping off groceries takes a couple minutes. Yeah, but you just close the door and be like, she seemed like a really good girl. She was sitting. Or, they have the seats, what you call it? I'm not, y'all, my brain is fried because I've been so emotional today. They have the dog seats, and most people that I've watched have seatbelts for the dogs, so they're on a harness and they can't move. Just because if you're in the car and you're driving and let's say you slam on the brakes or something, they have those harnesses or dog seatbelts. So I would definitely keep her in one of those while I was delivering so she can't move. Because we're driving around anyway. So I wouldn't just take her out of there, and I'm only walking up to a door for a couple minutes. So that was my logic on it. And I would definitely crack the windows. I wouldn't have the window all the way down so they could see. All of my windows are tinted, you guys, so they wouldn't be able to see inside my car anyway. But I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but half of the world has dogs, and they're disrespectful when I walk up and drop their groceries on the porch and open their door and their dog's all barking at me. So, I mean, I care, but I don't. Because I always put people before myself, you guys. Like, I'm a people pleaser. I told you that. I'm trying to... On the days I work, I can find a dog daycare. Well, you guys, this is work for me. So filming videos at the beach or traveling, that's work for me. It's YouTube. So if I can keep continuing to do YouTube and find more remote things. Let me finish your guys' comments and then hopefully I have a thought, but I don't want to keep going. I don't work all the time, you guys. Like, half the time I'm out filming or just picking up an order here and there. Like, my days are really boring, you guys. Yeah, Karen, one of my girlfriends a while ago, when I was in my apartment, actually, when I was selling jewelry, I had a friend. We don't talk anymore just because you just kind of grew apart. But she was in Virginia and she had a support dog. And she was kind of feeling depressed, and I was going through a lot in my life at the time. And I had my daughter with me, and I was telling her I had a hole. I've had a hole for a long time, you guys. Like a hole, like a piece of, what do I need? Like, damn. Void, a hole, whatever you want to call it. I told my therapist too, and still can't figure it out. But anyway, I don't even know if one day I'll find that, but hey, maybe a pet will do. I think it's because if we're going to talk therapy talk, I think it's because I've missed out on so much love in my life. Just because of my family dynamic, that I don't feel unconditionally loved. And I think that's what I'm seeking or trying to find, but I have to find it in myself first. And as much as I tried to tell myself that I do, I feel like I don't, because I don't even know what that means, because I wasn't unconditionally loved. That's some therapy talk for you. But anyway, yes, I have hot bags. I have all the bags, hot bags, cold bags, all of the things. Jean, I would love to see Harper on the channel too, but I would much rather have pet hair around my Karen, when I was in Wisconsin, the biggest complaint I had in Wisconsin, people are very friendly. I don't feel like people are like conversation starters out here. That's what we're gonna say. People don't like conversation out here. It's so weird. Like, it's taboo for somebody to go up to you and say, hi, how you doing? People are weird out here in California. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say that's rude behavior, but it's just not Wisconsin-ish. In Wisconsin, we acknowledged each other, said hello, hold the doors open for people. Out here, they don't do that. And I'm not saying that it's good or bad, but very homey. Where was I going with that? But okay, so my Instacart customers especially, they would always meet you outside and you'd talk, hey, how's your day going? You know, they're very friendly. You know, hey, give me a second so I can take a picture, and then you'd hand it to them or bring it to wherever. Everybody has always met you at the door, and they were polite and respectful and very grateful that you did the, you know, stuff for them. That was their attitude. Not everybody, okay? You always have some bad apples, but people would ask me questions. I feel like everybody feels like people vibe with me, so I feel like I'm the right person to ask questions where I'm full of knowledge. You know, I guess it depends, but I don't know how other Instacart drivers are. But some people would have concerns and they would share with me about it, and I was like, what happened to you? And a lot of people told me that more than on a handful of times, they would get their groceries and it smelled like smoke. And I'm like, people are smoking in their cars with your freaking groceries? That would piss me all the way off. And I was a smoker at the time, you guys. I quit smoking. I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 3 or 4 years now. I can't remember. But I would be pissed if I had food in the car and it smelled like smoke. I get pissed when people smoke in the car next to me because I don't smoke anymore and I can smell it. It's not. I'm not judging people because I smoked since I was 16, you guys. But the smell is god awful. And for a non-smoker, especially elder people, it would piss me off because I would deliver a lot of groceries to the elderly in Wisconsin, and they would, you know, they're harmless and they wouldn't say anything. They'll just suck it up and deal with it. They wouldn't, oh, that's okay, you know, because that's their mentality. They don't care. I mean, they do care, but what are they gonna do? They're in their 70s, 80s. So I would tell them, report them. What? I'd be pissed, but that was another number one thing that people would talk about. Never pet here. Pets were never a problem. And I actually see some YouTubers that are delivery drivers and they have service pets, and the pet is confined to the back seat and the items are either in the trunk and the front seat. So in my opinion, I don't see that being an issue. My issue is if, you know, somebody comes up to my car or sees the dog in the car, they might. But to be honest with you guys, everybody is a leave at the door. So they don't even come outside. They make me wait 10 minutes at the door because it's handed to me and they don't even show up. And because her breed, a pit bull, people might be upset about that too. I don't care. I don't know. But do people really care? Hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. She's my Wisconsin gal. I remember. I think. Life's a gig. I see people doing gig work and their kids in the car. I think Walmart is the only one that have an issue because they load the car. Out here in California, they don't load your car. You literally have to bag everything with them, and you put the shit in the car yourself. Sorry. When I was at Sam's Club, and this is on video for y'all. You can go back and watch it. When I went to Sam's Club, the girl looked at me like, okay, here it is. Because they have rules and regulations about loading the car, because it's a hazard once they take it off the property. But not for me. So they don't, life's a gig, they don't. No, they don't. Not out here in California. I have not had one order. Well, I haven't done Walmart in a hot tea toddy. Simi Valley and Santa Clarita. Nope. None of them loaded it. They looked at you like, here you go. And in Santa Clarita, they brought somebody screenshot that. In Santa Clarita, they brought out the blue totes filled with all of their... That is so cool. In Santa Clarita, they brought out the blue totes filled with all the groceries, and then they literally grabbed a stack of bags, and you can either wait for them to bag it all themselves, or, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. faster it got done, the more money I could make per hour. So I wasn't going to stand there and watch them do it and take their sweet time. So, but life's a gig. Every place is different. In Wisconsin, some places at Walmart would say that we couldn't load, and some places said that we had to load. So I don't even know what the rules are. And I contacted support with the Sam's Club order because I was so pissed at this girl and how she treated me. And I was like, what is the rules here? And none of these support people know. Maybe she can have her own. Oh, Melissa, I would love that. Harper. I'm trying to think of like, what do I know that's Harper? You guys, like, I've never heard the name Harper. I've heard the name Harper before, like little girls. Look at this guy. Look at this guy riding around with his bike and his doggy in a basket. You guys. Stop it. That's what makes me mad, because everybody just assumes that dogs should be in a house. Nope. They're going to live their best life riding around on a bike or in a basket. I can get an e-bike. You guys, I can get an e-bike and put like one of those bike. I can get a, y'all don't even get me started. I can get a bike. You know how they have like the two-seater kid situation? I can put the dog back there and we can live our best bike riding life and zip them up. You guys know what I'm talking about? The thing that you attach to your bike for you can put your kids back there and you zip it up. Go for bike ride. Stop it. I don't know where I would keep a bike and the thing, but sounds good. Oh, gee, that's gross. It makes me so angry when delivery drivers just are disgusting, and it gives it such a bad rap, and then I feel that it makes me look bad. So people already have this nasty taste in their mouth if they had a bad experience, and then they think you're going to be the same way. Iris, for me, it's the feeling of being needed. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know what I need. Like, what do I need? I know I need something, but what is it that I need? That's a whole therapy conversation. Angela, not everybody is rude in California. Santa Barbara has some snooty mofos. It's just... But, you know, I'm so sick of being a fake, hi, how's your day going? Because somebody's being a butthead. I'm really tired of it, and I think you guys are seeing that on my videos. I'm just not the same. But there is nice people. So you're saying I gotta get a Costco membership? Thank you, Melissa. Melissa, I read your comment. I don't know how far behind I am in comments, you guys, but Melissa, you said, we figured out Costco has the best prices for doggy prescriptions and flea and medications and stuff. So if anybody else has a Costco membership, Melissa gave a great tip. So thank you, Melissa. Grandma Honey, I got to pop off, but I'll be looking forward to see your decision on Harper soon. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Grandma Honey. Nicole. Thank you. Nicole, you're so sweet. Karen, breed is definitely a big thing here in GA's Georgia, right? Our shelters are filled to the brim with pit bulls. Yes, there was, besides Harper, there was 2, 4, 6. So there were 7 total there that I saw. I didn't walk around the whole facility because I walked from when you first walk in, there was a puppy, and I was like, oh my God, no, I do not want a puppy. That is too much work, you guys. I'm like, I didn't want an old dog, but I wanted kind of like a mature, trained, you know, sit, knew how to go potty kind of situation. So she's 4, so I think that's perfect. I mean, I don't know. She seemed very well-rounded. And then, so I walked to the first house that they had, And then I went around the corner, and then she was the 6th or 7th dog in. And I stopped, and I was in love. And I was like, oh, hell. But like I said, I walked away. I came back from her. I walked away. I came back to her. And then the lady, she was walking the dogs through and was like, do you want to spend time with her? And I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing, you guys. I thought, because they were closing soon. I didn't think that was possible. And they always, everything that I read online and just looking at pet stores, you always have to meet with them. Like, you have to fill out the paperwork and then meet with them. So I was really, really, really excited that I literally showed up there, dealt with this witch, decided to go over here. This lady's telling, oh, come on in, go look at a ball. And then there she is. It was that simple. And then this lady's like, do you want to play with her? And I'm like, no, why would I want to do that? And then she just left me there with her, and I'm not complaining at all. And it was so torturous. No, and then they were closing. So she goes, I'm so sorry. She's like, we're closing. And I knew they were closing. I got there at 3 on purpose. They were open from noon to 4, and I got there at 3 because I'm like, I only want to torture myself for an hour. Because if I would have got there at noon, I would have stayed there the whole day, and no. So, but there, the most amount of breeds that I saw there was German Shepherds. They have a lot of Shepherds there, y'all. And I had a German Shepherd when I was, oh hell, I think I found an ant hole, y'all. It's ants crawling up my damn foot. No, I'm not a snack. I mean, I am, but not for you. Look at that little wiener. Okay, y'all, I have to move because I think I just opened up this ant hole and they're like, ooh, toes. Oh, and you guys know what? She was one of those dogs where you scratch their butt and then she wiggled to the side and was like, I always like scratching dogs' butts. She loved it. She loves having her butt scratched and her belly. And she's fixed and she's chipped. All the things. Like how... They're closed tomorrow, so I can't do anything irrational tomorrow. Yeah, Karen, I've heard that. I mean, I have seen some, everybody always, I've heard about this debate about pit bulls. I had a really great friend when I lived in Wisconsin, and he had dogs, and he had 4 dogs. And he lived with his mom and dad, and they were like end of life care. So I went over there a couple times to help him. And I'm like, you need to get rid of these 4 dogs. Because he just had 4 dogs, and then he was taking care of his ill parents. And it was just too much for him, and he was working too. So when I went over there with the dogs, I was like, well, I was learning what the dogs needed so I could help him. How, you guys know how many times they get fed a day, how many walks, that kind of stuff, if they have a routine. And I went in there, and he never told me what kind of dog. I'm like, they're pit bulls. And I was like so afraid like they were going to bite me or attack me. And they were like the sweetest lovers ever. Like, they were so cute. Like the other dog, what other dogs? He had a white dog that was, it was just like a white looking white, it looked like a white German Shepherd, but it was all white. And she was a little feisty thing, but she warmed up to me. Dogs don't really warm up to people sometimes, or especially I feel like if you have 4 dogs together, sometimes they fight for attention. So when somebody new comes into the picture, that's the waves, y'all. It's my golden hour. I need to walk around, my butt cheeks hurt. But yeah, I've heard of them, being raised as fighting. It's disgusting. Like, why do people do that? So they get a bad rep for that. But you guys, I feel like they're such sweetheart. I feel like it's the owner. And sometimes I'll follow like some dog channel or something like that. Or I like birds and bearded dragons, you guys. I like watching people have like pet channels for their animals. And I watched this guy that has a female pit bull. Usually they're always female. She was the sweetest little thing. She's around a baby, and they get such a bad rap. And I'm like, no, I think it's how you raise them. Any animal can be a nasty, little turd, but if you just love on them and give them the attention that they need. And I believe pit bulls they need a lot of attention. They're just kind of like boxers. I had a boxer, y'all. She was a separation anxiety so bad. One thing that the lady did tell me too is Harper has separation anxiety, but I'm like, I don't think she does, because she was so chill, and all these other dogs around her were just barking. So, and I didn't feel like she was roaming around like grazing. I'm like, she doesn't have separation anxiety. She's scared out of her wits. Amy, I worked as a gatehouse and checked people in. Oh, you worked at a gatehouse and checked people in, and it was nasty because individuals will be delivering pizza and chain smoking. What is a gatehouse? I cannot believe, I would have, yeah, I could never do that to somebody, guys. When I used to smoke, I would feel so bad being around non-smokers. Like, I would be like, I'm gonna go far away from you, I'll be back. But I do have anxiety too, so I would smoke too. It doesn't bring anybody joy, I think, to smoke. I think the taste is disgusting. It's just pretty much anxiety ridden, and the nicotine helps you. I would never do that to people's food. That is so disgusting. Harper Lee, my daughter's name is Ariana Lee. She did, Karen. Perfect. I can get a sidecar, yes. Okay, I'm going through you guys' comments. Life's a gig, good night. When I'm making a big decision, I take 3 days to do it. Harper would be like, girl, I'm impulsive. But I can't do anything tomorrow because they're closed. if you guys, Iris knows how impulsive I am. I don't ever think about anything that I do. Ever. I say this a lot. I wing my whole life. I literally winged my whole life, and that is not for everybody, but it always works out for me. Always. I'm not afraid of it. It's like, this sounds good. Like, I literally left Santa Clarita, and I took about 4 hours because I was a little nervous to hop on the road, and then I drove here. There was not a plan. I didn't know where I was going to go, and not here. And did I die? No. Auntie April, hello, please let me know if you ever are planning on coming to the Bay. Okay, where, please forgive me. Where is the Bay Area? Is that San Francisco? I need all of the education about California, y'all. Karen, if you decide not to get a pupper right now, you absolutely should try a volunteer. I've thought about that. I literally torture myself every day. I think I would. I don't work well like that, Karen. I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but I would want to take all of them home with me. And being there, I was terrified. I was sad because you guys, I'm an empath, so I feel a lot of things normal people don't feel. I connect with things in different ways than a normal human being does, and I didn't figure that out about myself until a while ago. But I experience things in depth, and I feel a lot of things. And I just be like, oh my God, what is going on? So when I actually put myself in these situations and I feel it 10 times more, I cried. I literally got in my car and cried because I was terrified because all the dogs in there. I felt sad because she was in there. And then I was just like, what am I doing with my life all at the same time? So there was a lot of crying going on, but mostly it was because it was terrifying to go in there and see these dogs so distraught and scared out of their wits, and all they could do was bark and like attack you like you're some crazy person. The stress, I feel that, you guys, when I walked in there, and I was like, holy hell. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would love to walk people's dogs, but I don't know if I could ever volunteer at a shelter. I think I would just be so sad. I've already taken care of people for 8 years of my life, and I cried every day when I got home from work. So pets, human beings, pets, I think it would hurt a little bit more. Because pets are better than humans. I'm sorry. Life's a gig. Everything happens for a reason. We just don't see it until we're on the other side. Absolutely, girl. Amen. Karen, pits are so sweet, but there is for sure a prejudice against the breed. Some airlines won't fly them. People won't rent to them. Yes, I think, but I don't ever plan on renting from anybody either. Nicole, our furry grandson hurt his leg yesterday. Cost us $475 today in meds. Aww. Is that the dog's name, Church? Yes, they do. Dogs give unconditional love. Auntie April, the Bay Area is San Jose. I'm going to have to bust out my map. I am from the smallest of towns in Wisconsin, and I know nothing about anything, so I'm learning California. I don't even know where San Jose is at. I've been to Simi Valley, Santa Clarita, and I'm currently on the coast in Santa Barbara. There was no rhyme or reason. Simi Valley I stayed with, I had roommates for 6 months to just try to cope. I love you, Irish. Amy, a gatehouse is usually in areas where more wealthy people live at. Oh, in the country clubs. Okay. I've never heard it called that. I learned something new today. Thank you, Amy. You intend to leave in a vehicle long-term go-getter? I don't know. I don't want to be in a car. I would like more room. I mean, I don't see myself in an RV just because, yeah, I could go to like an RV park. You guys, I don't know what I want. I just know I need, I have plenty of room in my car. My car is actually pretty big, you guys. Obviously, you know, if I had a van or something, or an SUV type of situation, I could have a little bit more room. But, I don't ever complain. My car, I don't have like a, you know, like a little bug. Those bug cars or something teeny tiny. You guys will never hear me complain about. I've shared with you guys my trials and tribulations of car life. One of my biggest things I mentioned to you guys was my eating habits, pretty much. And, you know, everybody's eating habits change when they change their lifestyle, and everybody's bowel movements and bathroom situations. And plus, I just turned 41, so I have a combination of, I'm going to call it my bathroom diaries. But that's common. I don't ever complain about space, or I don't get privacy. You know, we got people walking around. I don't ever get privacy. I think the only privacy is when I go into Target and there's 10 stalls in there. I might be, you know, in one of the stalls all the way on the end trying. Or Home Depot has nobody in their bathroom, so that's a good spot. Other than that. Ooh. She's another puppy. Doggies everywhere. Bay Area has lots of cities, including San Francisco. I'm specifically in San Jose. I have not made my way up there yet. I have looked at it, and city life is really intimidating to me because I am from the middle of nowhere. And when I moved to California, it was a total culture shock with the amount of people that are here. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Driving, so I don't know how I went to LA twice, and I have a really bad anxiety, and I'm claustrophobic, and I think I have some sort of anxiety around too many people. I don't know what to call that, but I like people, but I don't like people at the same time, so I'm just a whole hot mess. Karen, I totally understand that it would weigh heavy to volunteer, but think of the joy it would bring them. Even places like local rescues always need extra hands at adopting eventually. Yeah, what it was funny was is there was actually this guy. I feel like if I walk over here, it's going to get windy again. There was actually this guy that was walking the dogs when I was there. So he took all the pit bulls for walks. And they were just pulling him. And the area that I was in playing with her, he was walking by with them. So he would grab a dog and he would walk them. And they all walked great. Like, they weren't being mean or anything like that, but they were just like, all right, let's go. Like, hello, they're trapped in there. They want it. Anytime you're like, oh my God, I get out of here. Of course they're going to go cuckoo, you know? They're so excited to get out. It's a really small space, y'all. And their beds, it was a cot. They didn't even have like blankets or, oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it because I was so sad. Your husband was raised in San Jose. Yep, do you know your way to San Jose? I don't, but I can find my map. And I don't call myself Dora for no reason. I was looking at up there because I was Googling the richest cities in California because I'm like, I'm going to go to some rich cities and make some money. But I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's my false accusation that I have in my head. But Los Altos, and there's a county that's it's the richest county in California. And I think it's right underneath San Francisco. And maybe you can help me, Auntie April. What county is it? It's right under San Francisco, but I'd have to bust out my map. Y'all, I have 2 maps in my car. Look at. It's probably gonna blind you guys. It's blinding me, but there she is. And you guys see the mountains over here? It just goes down and all of it just lights up. And Marin doesn't sound familiar. I'd have to look it up and tell you guys another time. Somebody go on your phone for me and Google what county is Los Altos, California in. If somebody wants to, you can, and then come back with an answer. Was it Los Altos? And Altos is Altos. I know I had it in my head once because I was looking, because you have to look up counties on Walmart Spark. And I wrote it down, but I don't know where it went. I like to write things down and then I never know where I write them. Now I have that song in my head. Do you know your way to San Jose? The puppy is swimming. This is what... I'm obsessed with this, you guys. Yes, Santa Clara. you guys see her in the water getting the stick? I'll go this way. You see her? I want a doggy that chases the stick in the water. Do pit bulls like water? You guys have all these ideas for me to go visit, and I'm just like, oh, I want to visit all the things. You guys gotta tell me when I actually start traveling. I don't even know when that's gonna be. Like I'm failing at life, you guys. Keep saying, well, when I do this, then I'll do this, and then when I do this, I'll do this. It's so annoying. Good night, Iris. Yes, Santa Clara County. Thank you, guys. So that's where I was looking, which is funny. I think that's why I was so confused, because I kept saying Santa Clarita in my head and I couldn't think of Santa Clara. Now I'm getting cold. I feel like I need to go in the car. I feel much better, you guys. Thank you guys for all being so supportive and loving. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know that in the moment. Oh my God, look at this. Why does it zoom on in my, look at that. Huh? I have to pay attention to walking over here. Oh, look at all these ants. I was gonna go over there. Oh, that's why I smell. I'm like, what is that smell? There's porta potties right there, and I'm like, it smells like it smells like bathroom. But I'm like, oh, it's porta potty.
How do you get past that?
Look at that. I can't get over the sunsets here, you guys. Every single day, I get to look at the most incredible sunsets. I would die happy tomorrow. Maybe. I haven't had dinner yet. I would die on an empty stomach. Yes, I'm still alive. 3 hours. This is my shortest live ever. It's like a whole hot mess. Where did you go? Hey guys, it's getting cold over here now. And it's probably windy again. I'm walking in the middle of the road, I'll get run over. Sorry. Oh, look at this Jeep. It's a pretty green. Don't run me over. Look at this Jeep, you guys. Who was I saying that to? I was like, where is there an ugly place in California? Maybe, I mean, I can think of places. There's the pier. You know what I was going to do? I wanted to, that's the waves, you guys. Yeah, can you hear it? It's the best. I wanted to do like a vlog, and maybe eventually. I don't think I've visited enough piers yet, but I've been watching more like filming videos and stuff. And I want to take footage of me at all these different piers and then make it a collage, and it would look sick. I watched this guy do it, and I was like, I need to find all of the piers. Here's another awesome shot with the palm trees. I just view the world differently now that I'm trying to film it. Yes, I think I just need to go to car. I'm freezing now. But here, you guys, you can see where I'm at. It keeps zooming in on my... Say hello to the Pacific. I don't mean... Yes. This is where I'm at. I'm not going to say where I'm at, like this specific spot, because I'm live. It's like real time. Some of my videos, it's like 2-3 days later, so I'm not actually here. Yes, manifesting all of the things. And I don't know how to feel about a dog, because I'm not manifesting it because I don't know. But I'm listening to the universe, and there's dogs everywhere. I'm traveling. Oh yes, that's right. You went to Florida with your bestie or your friend. How'd that go? I remember you telling me. Did you blame it all on the beach? Did you do all of the things and live your best beach life? Yeah, it's gorgeous. People build all these really cool... So like, there's high tide and low tide, which I didn't know anything about, but low tide, the ocean's out farther, and then at night it comes farther up shore. So it brings all this stuff on the beach. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm not going down there because I don't feel like having sand texture. I like it, but I don't like it, you guys. And I've just been to the beach so much. Look, there's a plane taking off. The airport's right there, so planes take off right here. But look at, I can't zoom in, but people built all these like really cool there's these big logs that come up. I don't know what they're called, but people build stuff. And it's so cool. So many things. I haven't seen seashells. I saw a skeleton of a crab one time, but there was no stuff in it, so I don't know if anyone's like, ooh, crab meat. I don't know where I parked. I gotta pee. Oh, it's early here. Well, not early, it's going on 8. Let me scroll up. I'm trying to walk. Jean, I'm trying to figure out life. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out life for 41 years, too. I mean, do we ever figure it out? I mean, I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to find my peace and be happy. And I've done a lot of things. I know there's a lot more things that I want to do. I just don't know what that looks like. I just know that I have so much more courage than I'd ever have. My ability to set boundaries with people, because I've been a people pleaser my whole life, you guys, and my ability to do things by myself. I used to be a person, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to the movies by myself. I'm not going out to eat by myself. If you guys are telling yourself that, you need to stop that. You go do it. That's called self-care. And you don't need to wait for people to do something with you to go do it. I've missed out so much because I was like, nobody will go with me. You put that in your effort bucket. Look at this view. Well, there's cars. Ah, you guys can't see it how I see it. Gosh darn it. Uh-oh, now I got a rock in my shoe. Hang on. The sun is like just setting and kissing the mountain. But you guys can't see it. Where did I park? I went past the park. I should probably go potty. There's Kenny B. Where are you going now? If I already asked you that. I was excited to get the signal and came to your channel and see if you were still alive. You're so sweet, Renee. Dinner, I don't know. I had spaghetti. I had mascatoli and meatballs yesterday. Did I make a video about it? No. The video I will drop tomorrow, you guys, is so funny. Well, parts of it's funny. I tried to give you guys some humor because I feel like I've been so serious lately. Or bitchy, one of the two. Serious, bitchy. I think it's just because I don't know if I'm okay here. As in, happy here. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I don't know what I want. See, somebody's stuck sparking because they're in their car. Oh my god, 105 degrees now. No. Oh. My car's right in front of it. You guys, it makes me so sad that you can't see what I see. But if you can kind of see it, but the sun is setting and then there's just this big, huge mountain here. There's, trees in the parking lot here. But it makes me angry. Can I pause this? I wonder if I can pause my live. Can I pause it? I can mute it. I can mute my microphone. You guys, I have to go pee. Or should we come back? Should I end the live and come back? Oh. I think I'm going to end the live and come back, y'all. I have to pee.